against DIAN FENG YAO GUAI, who's most probably going to be the ones who want to be the aggressors, knowing that they didn't go to the international.
Well, right now we are going to jump into the game here. DIAN FENG YAO GUAI going up against Entity7 as the minions fight it out in the mid lane. I think that's the mid lane. We're going to jump into the Land of Dawn just to see how it starts off.
All right, let's kick things off here. Immediately, when it comes down to the emblems, it seems pretty on par with everything we should be expecting here. Wilderness Blessing on top of Quantum Charge here for Zed on this Marcel to go extra fast, extra quick. But it will be matched at the very least by Shin. Vanguin opting to go for the tenacity. He just wants to stay as thick as possible. And it looks like he opted not to go for the Concussive Blast for the extra wave player. He just wants to survive.
Yeah. Interesting as well that FishGod actually goes for Festival of Blood here. I don't know if it's because he's matching up against a CC, or will he eventually have crazy enough a War Axe to like deal with Entity7? That's something I'll check out. I mean, like maybe it's normal for a Barrage to have a Festival of Blood. It's just not something that I usually use.
Yeah, I think the Festival of Blood is, I mean, it's nice to have, especially if you can get like some early assists. Then CC becomes less oppressive in the lane. It's like, okay, sure, you can trade out against me. You win out pretty much every single trade. But what Baratz is especially good at is just manipulating the waves, right? Yeah. He's a jet expert for a reason, and it's just a really good way to either, you know, push the wave back into you or set it up in a position where you can start freezing.
Yeah, right now, as we can see, it looks like Entity7 is winning on the lanes here, but DIAN FENG YAO GUAI, they're able to clear out fast enough. It looks like they are going to be able to help out FishGod here, because, I mean, like, for sure, he's going to need a little bit of help. Akashi on this CC is just going to be a bit much for the Barrage to really do much, so it looks like we're going to go to the turtle phase without really anyone dropping bodies just yet.
Oh, I don't know if Akashi saw Yi1 stick out his nose there for half a second, but they might make the play here as they're trying to hard shove this out, split the EXP amongst Yi1 and Fish to make sure they hit level 4 on time. And that's a great way to play it, right? They do sacrifice mid-pressure, but nobody's picking up that gold, so they're at a net positive.
Yeah, right now it looks like DIAN FENG YAO GUAI, they want to go in, able to get on to 2, but right now Entity7, they're able to get FishGod down very, very low. Akashi goes on for the cheese. Open the Vengeance, might die here. First blood goes over to Shin, and Akashi still survives. Vanguin and Shin try to get away, and now the Harara from Hide on Bush, try to get Zed. Looks like DIAN FENG YAO GUAI, only FishGod got taken down.
Oh boy, the damage has been laid bare. FishGod ended up dying, but Entity7 win out of the fight, and the best part about it is that they chucked out DFYG so hard that they can't actually capitalize on this turtle at this stage of the game. That's got to be a little frustrating for DIAN FENG YAO GUAI, but at the same time, it's a big win for Entity7. They don't mind dragging this out. You saw what the Wombo combo looks like with the Wrath of the Dryads and the Fury of the Phoenix. It's hard to dodge, but DFYG are purposefully not sticking their nose out too far and making sure that they space far enough to not get hit.
Yeah, it's just that screen just slightly a bit pixelated, so I'm actually not sure whether FishGod was somehow into on his Daytona's Welcome, because I think I saw the gulp, but I don't see him spitting it out. But that's going to be pretty interesting, because I don't think anyone can really cancel it. And now it looks like he's going to eat someone again. Boom! Able to get out Vanguin. Vanguin right now with the Rapid Dryad, able to get 3, but so far still safe. And now Zed able to get a Vanguin. Hide on Bush as well, gets taken down by Zhao Shi with the help of Zed with that golden hour.
Oh, big punishes all across the board. And Entity7 ain't happy with this. They're still trying to chunk out Yi1, and they've already done so, but there's too many healthy members inside of DIAN FENG YAO GUAI to make sure that this turtle falls into their hands without much punishment. Zed, he sticks his nose in, tries to see whether or not the purple buff is up, and it looks like it's already gone, so they're immediately going to start making their move down to the bottom side, and well, hopefully they're already double waving Lung. He did opt to take Purify this time around to make sure that it doesn't die to a lot of the Wombo combos that Entity7 have provided, but that laning phase becomes that much more dangerous, especially against Doom. If he doesn't have his BMI and he happens to walk into a Xammen Force, that slow on Xammen Force could get him killed.
Yeah, right now, at least in terms of the gold, it's not that big of a difference for now. The big problem, though, Zhao Shi now does have that Genius Wand, does make it much easier for him to really get any kills here. At this 7, even though they might feel fine if they want to scale up, I really don't know if that's really the best call here, because if Lung really has been spamming this quad for a while, he should honestly be able to at least 1v3 once he gets his 4 items. Compared to Doom on this Hive, Hive is pretty strong as well, but his 3 items is much more pricier compared to a Claude's.
Super expensive, but it makes sure that he scales like even harder once he gets those 3 items. At least for Claude, once he gets 3 items, you still need that 4th to kind of guarantee that you can, you know, stack up very, very safely, or utility items in case, you know, somebody can like one-shot you in those moments. And that's the dangerous part. As they go up towards this top side, DFYG are still trying to play for the strong side of the map, and down by bot, you can tell some trouble's happening.
Yep. Good placement on the golden hour, and able to Daytona's welcome, and now Akashi's all alone going up against Tree, gonna get taken down to bot lane. Looks like they were able to get Lung as well, so I would say it is pretty equal trade, but it should be better for whoever is able to get the turret. It looks like Entity7, they're trying to get that turret for themselves.
They're trying to trade this as soon as possible. A lot of that gold is going on to Zhaoxi at this stage of the game, and Entity7 not gonna waste any time. Gonna try and take away this purple buff as soon as possible.
Yeah, looks like it's gonna be quite difficult here, but looks like...
Oh, it's good.
Hide on Bush got it, and now able to get Zed as well. Fish got try to get away. I would say that's a good trade for Entity7.
Is very, very nice. And not to mention that Doom able to get an assist in the meantime. So now he not only has a... Oh, hold up. Are they can they actually take this? I don't think so. But the FYG have shown their face, and I don't think they're going to let this happen.
Yep, Fish God right now tries to turn things around. Along with the Blazing Duet, not enough damage just yet. Has to get away. FENG YAO GUAI. They got engaged on, and there's not much they can do there.
I'm not sure what the entire plan was, but let's look at the items so far. Thunderbelt already completed here for Zed. He's eventually going to scale very nicely into this game. The Genius Wand is a really smart pickup here for Zhaoxi because there's a lot of members on his side that can actually utilize that magic damage. I would have imagined that Entity7, had they gone for the Uranus, it would have made this comp just a little bit safer to play overall. But hey, you got to give it to Akashi. He's doing a pretty good job kind of maintaining his lane over everything else. And better yet, that curtain call will force DIAN FENG YAO GUAI to at least have 2 members stuck right next to each other.
Yeah, I really feel like it's just DIAN FENG YAO GUAI, they were just at a bad spot in the previous altercation. But because of that, we're over about 1,000 gold difference here, where Entity7 is 1k ahead. This might pick up a few kills, but more importantly, taking a lot of those green camps, because Zhaoxi is going to have quite a hard time here. Look at Hide on Bush, already level 11, and Zhaoxi only level 10, even though Zhaoxi has a better KDA.
Yep, he does have the better KDA. Not to mention, he's also a level down. He's trying to kind of keep up with this, but so far with Entity7, we know how Hirara generally plays. It's just a tough snowball.
Yeah. Zed for now looks like he is just trying to scale up his Thunderbolt as much as he can, just so that he can actually be a proper frontline alongside with Fish God. Because unfortunately, that's just the thing. If you pick up the Festival of Blood, it does make you sustain, but you just have to hit your abilities. And sometimes, as a pure frontline, you don't really get that benefit a lot. I think it will be better if he has Festival of Blood if Zed is using a frontline hero, but you know. C'est la vie.
Yep, c'est la vie. To each their own. 5 more seconds until the Lord actually spawns, but I don't see much of a setup from either side, right? Entity7 is trying to hold this position on mid for little to no reason at this stage. There's kind of nothing to really fight over in terms of invading as well. So it should be about lane manipulation, and it looks like, you know, DFYG, they've already done their homework, and Lung very diligently just trying to set up the wave down bot side, and might be a little off here as they look to fight for position over the Lord.
Oh, but Loon just took quite a bit of damage. Now he has to heal up with as much green camps as he can. And looking at the heal, it's not even that much, because I feel like the burn from the glowing one is still there. Long really has to be careful. He's taking 3 damage from Shin here. Oh, Rather Dry goes in, tries to get 1, gets Fish God goes in, flickers out, still dies. Killing spree for Shin. Zed tries to help him out, but looks like the golden hour was just not fast enough.
There is a little bit of anti-synergy with the composition, right? If Zed hits like a 5-man golden hour, everybody needs to be ready to counter-engage as soon as it times out, rather than Lung coming in really, really hard with the Blazing Duet, and maybe you could influence the way that they rotate, or at least fall back with the golden hour. But if both of them happen at the same time, they're going to get a net nothing. So Entity7, recognizing this also, wants to make sure that they can try and control Zed, and Akashi will start the zoning same as Vanguin.
Well, Zed tries to go in, able to stun up everyone, but now the Blazing Duet coming in from Lung. Lung has to get out of there. Got caught by by CC's ult, and right now the Lord is about 7,000 down, and now go in! Heidenbush still able to get the Lord, and Zed gets taken down. Entity7 win is all.
Great fallen Maple coming in from Vanguard to dodge the spit back coming in from Fish God. I mean, Fish God was targeting Heidenbush anyways, but now they lose the mid-tier 1, and now this opens up the entire jungle. Now, for all of you, Mobile Legends fans, you know exactly what's going to happen after this. For those who are tuning in and thinking, like, how do I get better at this game? What this means is that once the mid-tier 1 breaks open, walking into enemy territory is a lot easier, and it gives no fallback to your opponent. So you can start taking away green camps, walking through that mid lane underneath T2 if necessary, if you want to get into faster positions and take everything. Now, DIAN FENG YAO GUAI, at least Zhao Shi is already level 13, right? It won't take too long until he hits level 15, and they just have to worry about dishing out enough damage against the Lord. But they have to stick his 5.
Vanguard already lost a lot of HP, might get taken down here. Zhao Shi able to kill him, and now Yuan finally does get that Divine Glaive. Unsure what it's going to be enough though to do with Entity7.
I mean, he's got some poke damage, and so far Lung has been taking a lot of that quote-unquote poke.
And right now, Golden Hour able to freeze one, but Fear of the Phoenix able to stop them. In fact, deals quite a lot of damage. And now DIAN FENG YAO GUAI has to retreat, but now Doom with the Zaman Force, not able to get anyone.
Yeah, unfortunate indeed. That could have been a moment. It could have been a moment, but that's the anti-synergy that I was talking about. Not to mention, unfortunately for Lung, it seems like he's a little antsy, right? A little jumpy. Maybe jumping the gun a little too early in a lot of these fights. Let's see a bit of more synchronization from DFYG if they want to make this composition work. It's not easy to pull off, don't get me wrong, but I think they need to wait for Yi1 to actually have his flicker available to try and punish either Heidenbush, ideally Doom as well, but he's running Purify right now, so it's all about the timings.
In terms of gold difference, there's about 4,000 difference here. Vanguard unfortunately misses the ult. It looks like DIAN FENG YAO GUAI, they're thinking whether they want to re-engage or not. It looks like they're not going to do it. I do have to say though, right now DIAN FENG YAO GUAI, they have to take care of the positioning because Long is taking way too much damage. Tries to get onto Vanguard, and Vanguard able to escape that. Long takes way too much damage in my opinion.
Yeah, I think he's putting himself out there. Like, he's doing the correct thing. You as a marksman, especially with high mobility like the BMI, you should be walking up and auto-attacking the front line, but you also got to manage your expectations with the chip damage that's being thrown out. Akashi, in this case, he doesn't mind taking the damage because he's so high on sustainability, but then when you're not trading well against people like Shin, like people like Heidenbush, there's a very good chance that this could turn around on your head if you are not careful. And for now, at least 18 seconds until the next Lord is going to spawn, and luckily Vanguard doesn't actually have his flicker. So that's one less ability to worry about.
Right now for DIAN FENG YAO GUAI, I would say they're still in an okay position if they're able to win out the second Lord. Even if they don't secure the Lord, at least they get like 3 kills. I think that's still going to be pretty fine here because more than not, I think they just need some kind of map presence. Once they get like mid turret, now we're seeing the game become even.
Well, let's see. Are they going to use the Fury, the Phoenix early on as they fight up again? Vanguard help.
Vanguard very low. Looks like someone got caught by the Tato's webcam, but now looks like the Golden Hour catch too long with a blazing duet. Tries to get some kills here. Akashi gets taken down. Heidenbush tries to go in, but looking very, very low. DIAN FENG YAO GUAI wins out that fight, able to take down Akashi.
Really, really nice there. Again, you can see that Akashi, he was willing to absorb the damage for Vanguard. I don't know if that was the correct decision overall because it was a Detna's welcome, but at the same time, without it, hey, you still need your frontliners to be thick and keep on scaling in this game. The only person who can really do damage to Vanguard at this stage is probably only Yi1 with the superconductor on the Fork Lightning, or Lung when he's got at least 2 to 3 stacks of the Art of Thievery. Even so, Heidenbush has been playing pretty well. He's been dodging some key abilities. Let's look at the items here real quick. 3 items already complete for our Harith, and now let's see whether or not they want to defend this with their lives, or maybe they get a trade back.
Yeah, Vanguard really has to be careful there because, again, all of the wins is really by his Flicker after the Dryad, but he just took way too much damage coming in from Lung, and then DIAN FENG YAO GUAI just used that to their advantage. So, yeah, I feel like he just needs to be careful. Like, he is pretty tanky, but not that tanky.
Yeah,
I feel like if Shin hits on Lung, then that's great. Zed goes in, Fury of the Phoenix able to get 3, and now Yi1 has to get away, but look at that Rub Dry getting onto 3. Fish God got stunned up as well. Now he has to flicker out, could not use the Daytona's welcome, got stunned out. Beautiful by Entity7.
Really, really good wombo combo there. They understood exactly where the choke point was going to be. And once you understand how choke points work, it's very easy to actually hit the Fury of the Phoenix. Well timed by Shin and a good follow-up coming in for Vagwin as well. As soon as his flicker was up, he knows, I just got to get in there. I got to make sure I hit the following Wrath of the Dryads, and then it will be easy pickings for Akashi, Doom, and Hide on Bush, which is exactly what happens. But what does this mean? It means that Entity7 now loses a little bit of their gold lead, right? They hit 42k first. However, DFYG has caught up. The next Lord fight, they should have already hit 42k in terms of, we look at the top right, the total amount of gold each of these teams have developed for themselves. And that just means that all your core fighters, or in this particular case, when you're looking at Zhao Shi alongside with Lung, they should have 3 core items already complete.
Yeah, I feel like FishGod should try to just be a little bit more proactive with the Daytona's Welcome, because I think what's been canceling is Daytona's Welcome. Either he himself slides it in the wrong direction, which I've done quite a few times, or he got taunted, and because of that, the channeling just canceled. So it's a very important ult. So I feel like either try to outplay Vangwin or try to catch someone first. So that's why I want them to have map pressure for him to wait in a bush and then catch someone.
Yeah, and I don't think they're going to find it this time. With a lot of the T1s already, you know, down for both sides, being able to hold the position is kind of difficult for Entity7 alongside with DIAN FENG YAO GUAI. Nobody wants to give that first pick off, and I think it has to happen during this upcoming Lord fight. But first, it's about setting up these waves, right? It looks like top side is a bit of a slow.
Zhao Shi might be able to take down Doom here. Doom gets taken down by Zhao Shi. Golden Hour catches one. Lung tries to get away. Slow is really annoying for him there. But look at this. FishGod as well as Yi1 gets caught up, but Akashi dies to Yi1. Clean by DIAN FENG YAO GUAI. All 5 members are still up, while 2 from Entity7 has been taken down. And Yi1 and Zed, are they trying to catch someone here?
I think they're trying to. Here we go. They find it.
Able to get Hedian Bush, able to dodge that. But look at Yi1 flickers forward, cannot get the kill. But now DIAN FENG YAO GUAI, they're trying to get this bottom turret. Looks like they're not going to be able to. Good try. Unfortunately, he does have to use his flicker for that.
Yeah, very good attempt. Very good attempt. But luckily, he has Pull Yourself Together. So again, it's not the full duration he has to wait for. He gets a significant discount, which is why you're seeing that he has 76 seconds left on that cooldown. But with a lot of the abilities down, Vagwin, he still has his flicker. He might be able to try something. And DIAN FENG YAO GUAI, they are the ones making sure that they are claiming all the neutrals, everything on this map as soon as they can. They don't want to give Entity7 that position first. They just know it, that they're going to have to play underneath their turrets, and they are guaranteed at least 1 inhibitor off of this Lord push.
And this is why going up against a Harif is pretty annoying. Like, even if the Harif is like not farming well or whatever, he can somehow pop the damage there. Now, level 15, 5-0, and 2 is quite easy for him to actually take down Doom, which even I'm surprised with, honestly.
Yeah, I really thought that Doom was going to survive there, especially with Zaman Force, but good, you know, stutter stepping. Most importantly, just stunning them up. Here comes Zed.
All Golden Hour catches 2 might not be enough though, but rather drive the catches 3 right now. Looks like DIAN FENG YAO GUAI, they're trying to retreat. The damage coming in from Doom just a little bit too much. Zhao Shi could not get a target that he wants. FishGod looks like he has to retreat with the flicker. Good attempt by DIAN FENG YAO GUAI. I feel like quite a lot was botched there.
Yeah, I think they needed to decide whether or not the inhibitor was more important than the fight. And I think that DIAN FENG YAO GUAI got a little greedy overall. They did make a clean call on whether or not to kind of just exit the situation entirely. They kind of didn't want to stick around to see whether or not Entity7 was going to make a mistake. And unfortunately, the most, the biggest loss so far has just been that inhibitor, but we knew that it was going to get broken anyways. Hide on Bush, he's been doing really, really well, dodging key abilities overall. But let's talk about Shin's Fury of the Phoenix. The timings of it are really, really nice. And not to mention that most of their battle spells are still open, so it's kind of on Entity7 right now to make the play.
Yeah, the damage is pretty good too. Yi1 tries to get a kill. Unfortunately, Daytona's Welcome did not hit onto anyone. Vanguard might get taken down though. Lung able to get that kill. Doom very, very low, has to get away. Zed tries to chase alongside with Zhao Shi, able to get one, able to get Doom. Hide on Bush, Shin, as well as Akashi tries to get away here. Good re-engage by DIAN FENG YAO GUAI, especially coming in from Yi1 as well as Zhao Shi.
Yeah, Yi1 now being proactive. Every single time his flicker is available, he is looking to start a fight. And so far, Entity7, they've been reacting to it very often. How often? too often, and I think they just need to slow down. Yes, dodge it. Fallen Maple, beautifully done by Hide on Bush just to try and clear out these waves. That's how you have to play these fights, very in and out, dodging key stuns, because once E1 doesn't have it, then Entity7 gets their turn to fight.
Right now, DFYG Guai is doing pretty well, but I really feel like Zed needs to be a bit more stingy with his golden hour, because playing Marcel for a while, you just know that it's kind of a telegraph ult. So you gotta play with the timings just a little bit. And it's unfortunate because his mid laner is E1, which he kind of wants to burst people down. So sometimes he might end up helping out Entity7. So I don't know. I feel like for Zed, maybe just wait for Doom to use his Zaman Force and then ult the Zaman Force so that nothing happens. Other than that timing, try to be a bit stingy with the ult.
Yeah, I think those are probably your best bets. They've got first position right now, and you can see that Zed, he's thinking about trying to get access to that backline.
Ooh, nice dodge from FENG YAO GUAI. Zed goes in, Fear the Phoenix, able to hit onto 2. And right now the golden hour, not hit onto anyone. Yi1 tries to escape. Zed as well, but from the back, Xiaoxi able to get shit. And Alung and Xiaoxi are there to deal with Doom. Doom, no more Zaman Force getting chased down, but he might kill them. But Fish God able to secure the kill alongside with Zed, able to catch on Hide on Bush. So right now the recall is not going to be there. Hide on Bush might even 1v1. Zed might get the kill here. Zed, can you do it?
Oh!
No, he cannot Hide on Bush with that one, but it don't matter. DIAN FENG YAO GUAI wins game number 1.
Holy cow. DFYG come up on top. Big punishments onto Entity7 side, and great mechanics being shown and displayed here in game number 1. The final score being 13-11 in favor of DIAN FENG YAO GUAI. But as we were talking about, like, the major wombo combos that could happen and being patient with it, he actually finds the exact situation. Oh, Harith is about to do something. I'm gonna cut him off from the fight with my gold.